Quick question for you. So do you have Egyptian citizenship too, or no?
Yes.
So you have Sudanese, Egyptian, and American citizenship. 3 citizenship? Do I have that correct?
I
or-
don't think I have a Sudanese citizenship. My
Maybe-
parents do. I don't, but I do have the Egyptian one and the American one.
Wait, were you born in Sudan?
Born and raised in Egypt.
Oh, sorry, excuse me then. Your parents are Sudanese. You were not born in Sudan, though. Okay, so do you have any, I assume you don't have a strong affinity for Sudan then. Okay. Quick question for you. So you did spend a good bulk of your life in Egypt. You've become a naturalized American citizen. In a morally neutral, blame-free hypothetical conflict between the United States and your birth country, Egypt, where neither side is right or wrong, to which country is your allegiance, the United States or Egypt?
Sudan.
That was not an option, but I'm happy to explore that alternative answer a little bit. So have you spent any time in Sudan?
Not at all.
You've not lived in Sudan?
No.
Your parents are Sudanese, though?
I know.
Well, yes. You were born in Egypt. You spent, I think, 15 years there.
Mm-hmm.
You've been living in the United States for 11 years, 10 years. You became a naturalized American citizen.
Mm-hmm.
You've spent the past 10 years of your life in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You've spent no time in Sudan. Let me ask you why then, why is your allegiance to Sudan over the United States?
Because that's where I'm originally from.
Well, you were not even from there.
I know, but my
Strictly.
parents are from there. So,
Are your parents American citizens too?
yes.
They came here with you?
Yes.
They naturalized also? Now, if I were to ask them, I know you may not be able to speak for them, but perhaps you could guess, or perhaps you could wager. If I were to ask your parents this same question, do they side with the United States, or at least where their allegiance is, the United States or Sudan, what would they answer?
I don't know.
Just guess.
Probably Sudan.
Probably Sudan. Why do you pick Sudan?
I don't know.
You don't know. So, Tiffany, can you Google the United States Oath of Allegiance? In order to gain your citizenship, did you have to take an oath?
Yes.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
And you
do
had
know
to
it.
take some civics classes or something.
Yes.
You had to learn a bit about American history.
Uh-huh.
And you did have to have a ceremony where I think you put your hand on the Constitution, or
Yeah, we
maybe,
got to
was it a
swear.
Constitution or a Bible?
Yes, a Bible.
It was a Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a Christian?
Yes.
Okay, you're a Christian. What denomination of Christian are you?
I'm Catholic.
Catholic, okay. So you swore on the Bible. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Hide that for now. Thank you, Andre, for the super chat. Do you have the Oath of Allegiance, Tiffany? Yeah. Go ahead, pull it up. All right. Do you recall saying this?
Yes.
Okay, can you read it back for me?
I have a really bad accent.
Okay, can you read it?
Yeah. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty of whom or which I have herefore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God.
So help you God. So I asked where your allegiance was. You revoked any allegiance you had by oath.
I had to say that to get my citizenship.
And therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem. The great grace of this nation, the great grace of the United States, in all its bounty and its fruit and its benevolence, grants immigrants not just respite in our country, but grants them even citizenship so that they may vote in our elections and they may receive benefits from our welfare, our social security, etc. Even in so doing, we have a legal immigrant here, a legal immigrant, who does not have any allegiance to the United States. She has allegiance to a country she has never stepped foot in once. She has never lived there. She only has some sort of ancestral blood affinity for a country that her parents had to flee from and had to get refuge from first Egypt, another nation, and then eventually coming to the United States. This is what the United States receives as its thanks for its charity. It receives oath breakers. It receives unthankful, entitled you. Now, my question is, you're a Christian also, which confounds things. You put your hand on the Bible and you swore on the Bible as a Catholic, as a Christian, and you took an oath that you revoke any allegiance to other nations and your allegiance is to the United States. My question then is, how can you possibly reconcile not only breaking an oath that doesn't necessarily can be steeped in a secular basis, but also you yourself as a Christian, you have, I don't know what the term is, if that's blasphemy or something. You swore to God and you swore an oath and you said, I had to do it to get the citizenship. What do you have to say for yourself?
I said what I had to say.
Now, you may not like what I'm about to say, but you're flagrant, what I would consider treason, frankly should result in remigration. I don't know if I'm reimmigration. How am I saying? Am I saying that right? I personally think that your citizenship should be stripped and you should be sent back to whatever country will take you, be that Egypt.
Rob purchased whatever 6X premium hoodie for $59.99.
I don't know why that's triggering. But
love the show, Brian. Can't wait to see what new stuff you got cooking. Hoodie looking comfy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Your citizenship should be revoked. You should be deported post-haste. You should be, how do you say it? Remigrated? Does it re-emigrated?
Re-immigrated.
Re-emigrated to Egypt, to Sudan. It is ridiculous. I don't know if you have any defense of any of this.
Can I ask a question?
Nope. Go ahead.
What was the question?
Well, I would like you to address what I just said.
But what did you say?
Everything I just said. Maybe open your ears and listen.
No.
The basis of the conversation we're having.
Yeah, I
Would
don't
you like
have
to respond?
anything. No, I don't have anything to say. I said what I had to say.
Okay, so you're an oath breaker.
Okay.
Okay, so would you object? Would any of the women here object to me? Say I was dictator, or say I had the power to pass certain laws. Part of the way, how can I explain this most easily?
I_heart_Ghost Rider donated $100. Brian is on fire tonight. Thank you, Brian, for being our nation's patriotic mouthpiece when it comes to ensuring we find partners who show allegiance to this beautiful country.
It's wild. This is one of the most, I've asked this question before. This is possibly one of the most wild responses I've had to this question in particular. Just the flagrant, it's wild. It's very simple. In order to become a citizen, a naturalized citizen of the United States, you had to read the oath. So you're saying you lied?
No, I didn't say I lied. Did I say I lied?
It can be inferred. So you said, I said what I had to say. You said you don't have allegiance to the United States. Your allegiance is to Sudan, correct? Getting saved by the
donated
TTS.
$100.
Saved by
I
the
live in
TTS
Canada.
here.
I work 16 hours days. It's the most harrowing experience to even have the opportunity to get a work visa in the US while keeping my company in Canada. This is insulting.
So, in order to get through the naturalization process to become a citizen, you do have to take the oath. Your allegiance, you say your allegiance to your previous country or other country is revoked. Your allegiance is now to the United States. That's part of becoming a citizen, a naturalized citizen in the United States. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Okay, Brian. Then I would just send what the U.S. if that's gonna make you happy.
Well, see, but that's not genuine. That's not good faith. It's not about, see, you'll say that now, much like you did during your naturalization hearing. You'll say in the moment here, Brian, I'll say it if it makes you feel happy. And then in your mind, in your brain, you'll go right back to having your allegiance to Sudan.
No,
Yes.
no.
Your allegiance is clearly to Sudan.
But how do you know that?
You literally said it?
Oh,
Oh? Okay. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
no.
Okay. So you do realize you're treasonous? Like you're a traitor to the United States?
I'm not.
How are you not?
I'm just not.
Okay, let me ask you again. Is your allegiance to the United States or Sudan?
To the U.S.
See, this is what we call bad faith. This is what we call people lying. So, I'm not going to believe what you just said, because now that you feel like you're in a bad position, now you're going to change. But all the women here have ears. I have ears. The audience has ears. You quite clearly stated that your allegiance is to Sudan.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine if Sudan granted me citizenship, like I was some refugee from the United States, like a political, I was like a political opponent of the state, and I had to flee the United States, and I fucking moved to Sudan. They give me refuge, and then I'm like, you know what? My allegiance is still to the United States. What would happen to me in Sudan? I'd get fucking killed. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's crazy. Not that a lot of people are fleeing to Sudan for refuge. In any case, though, completely ridiculous. I think she's completely shut down, so I'm probably not going to get more from her. I know you had a question or a comment. I'll let you come in on this. If any, I'm curious what the other women think. I'll just simply say this. You're a traitor. You're treasonous. I frankly think that your citizenship should be revoked, and in quick time, you should probably be deported. That's my position anyways. You had something?
Yeah, I was just gonna chime in on that and ask you, like, don't you think that you owe some sort of loyalty and allegiance to the country that you're living in and where you're, like, reaping all the benefits of the country?
Yeah, I think I do. But, okay.
But what? But what?
Never mind.
You can, like, finish the thought. Like,
I already answered your question.
okay.
What do you think?
I mean, straight up, she said that she had her allegiance to a country she never lived in. To be honest, I think it's kind of chaotic answer. Like, you have never lived in Sudan. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of corruption, wars. I think they even have civil wars going on right now.
Yes.
Like, for you to get deported to Sudan in a country you're not even familiarized with, yeah, you could probably speak the language. You might have extended family living there, but you have more rights here in the United States, probably even more rights in Egypt. where you're from, actually.
But I never said I wanted to go to Sudan.
But you stated that your allegiance was with Sudan, not with the United States. And so that's where we're at. So you have lived here, you're reaping,
All the benefits, all the
benefits.
opportunities.
you know, you're
What
paying
benefits?
taxes, I'm
Like
assuming.
you have an education, you have shelter, you lived here. Like, what do you mean, what benefits?
Wait, really quick, let's investigate this. When you initially moved here as a refugee, did the United States government provide like a stipend or some sort of payment,
Yes.
monthly payments, housing, food, medical care?
Yes.
She says, what benefits?
Can I
Honestly, bro? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that I feel like the kind of underlying issue is that, like, once you are going to be granted the ability to move to the U.S.
Tiffany, don't show. Sorry, continue.
I feel like at that point, it's basically you are kind of waiving your allegiance to wherever you are from to now say I'm allegiant to the United States. And I think kind of the underlying issue is that it does create a problem in the sense of if we were to go to war, who would you stand for? Because you're staying here.
But there will never be a war between
It's more
Sudan and the
hypothetical.
US.
It's just
It's a
it's
hypothetical.
not that I'm saying you would
know.
be, some kind of inner like spy or something like that, but I just feel like it's about
You think I'm a spy?
No. I said no. I don't think that I don't think that's what you're doing here. I don't think that's who you are. I just believe that that's kind of the issue is that when you are here, you're granted a lot of opportunities, to say the least, and in turn, just offering that allegiance wholeheartedly, even if you do, have extended family and other things going on where you're from, because your parents are from there, so I believe that it probably holds a really deep place in their hearts for sure. And I don't think that I don't think you're any kind of evil spy or anything. I don't want you to think that. I do feel as though that signing the oath is you kind of saying, I'm now allegiant to the U.S., and that's where the problem somewhat lies, because a lot of people come into the country with, in a sense, the same kind of mentality of, well, I'll just sign it to get in, when everything's not fully in it, if that makes sense.
Aren't you from Canada?
What do you think? Next to me, what do you think?
Why did you come to the U.S.?
I was a kid. My family brought me here.
How old were you?
I came here when I was 15.
But like, why did your family come here?
I already said it.
Okay, well, repeat it.
Because we had to immigrate from Egypt. It wasn't safe.
Was there a closer country that
Safe.
you could have gone to aside other than the U.S.?
Egypt is not. Look, I wouldn't want to live in Egypt, but the idea that you needed like asylum or refuge from Egypt is kind of crazy.
Walker 2 donated $100. Respectfully, Brian, why are you allowing this piece of trash so much screen time? Not only is she a treacherous piece of garbage, but she's clearly trolling while on your show.
I don't think she's trolling. I think it's totally 100% legit. Can you wait until she's back, please? One at a time, please. Yikes. Okay, hold on. I got to put it here for a bit. Okay. When you get up, Tiffany, can you please get her something for that? Okay. The whole thing's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. Just, are you like Russian or something?
Me? No, I'm Mexican and American. My
Okay.
dad is from Mexico, but yeah.
I have a question. Did you have to jump the border to?
We couldn't hear. Say it again, please.
Did you have to jump the border to?
No,
come
I
to
was
the
born
US?
here. Yeah, I was born here.
Well, and you're Canadian?
Yeah.
But you live in the United
Yeah.
States, or you have citizenship in the U.S.?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're like visiting or whatever? Hold on. I have a question when everybody's here at the table. I have a question for everybody. What? Okay. So the question is, for everyone here, I'll put it like this. You guys heard what she said. I want to preface this by saying that even though I think she lied during her oath, I don't think that they're based just on what she said. I do not believe there is a mechanism to get rid of her just based on that. But it's fine, Tiffany. You can pass it. Going around the table, who thinks that based off what she said, that this should be a revocation of her citizenship?
I believe it is a problem in national security and, the security of our country. So do I feel like it would be reasonable? Yes.
Should she be deported?
I don't feel that's something I can answer fully, but I also do believe that, given what she had said and that it was an oath she took and kind of lied about, I could deem that
Let's
plausible,
give
yes.
quick answers to
Sorry.
this, please. Should her citizenship be revoked?
No, there are more questions that should be asked and
What
off of this
questions?
table. I think that she comes from an innocent place that, like, her heritage, her culture, her parents, like, I just give the benefit of the doubt, maybe too much, and that is my issue in life.
Yeah.
So
no,
I take
no revocation of citizenship, no deportation.
I think it goes a little step further, yes.
Your answer?
I think if you don't swear under oath, you are lying to the country, and that you should follow along with what the country has to say, because we have more rights than any other country in the world, and you're blessed to be here right now, and it's a treason to the country, siding with another one that honestly would probably kill you right now. Because you said you're Catholic, so you would be killed right now for believing in Jesus Christ.
Why would I get killed for being Catholic?
In Egypt, they will kill you for believing in
That's a
Jesus
lie.
Christ 100%.
I'm not sure about that claim.
Yeah. Is there any
Not sure about that
It's
claim.
been
I'm not
happening
interested in
for
exploring. It's completely secondary. Just two questions. Should citizenship be revoked? Should she be deported?
I think if you don't believe in what you say and you swear under oath, then you should be deported, because you can't lie under oath. That's illegal. And also, what was the second question?
We get it. You?
Yes and yes.
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 What do you think, Brian?
Well, I've made my case pretty clear. Is there an actual pathway to having your citizenship revoked or having you deported? I think very unlikely. I don't think there is. So practically speaking, I don't think that it's possible. But what ought to happen, yes, I believe people who have naturalized, who lied, who are oath breakers, who do not have allegiance to the United States, I think their citizenship should be revoked, and thus they should be deported.